So thank you. How are you? Thank you for joining us today. This Wednesday. We are now in June. We thank God for the few months that have passed. For the last from January to May, this we have seen the grace of God, and quite a lot has happened across the country, across the globe. But thank God we are here, and by His grace we have survived, and there is every reason to thank God. And thank you for investing with us. Thank you for many that have been joining us. In the moment that we have been coming, launching new projects, we have been there to stand with the company. We have seen you invest with us. We thank you so much. Thank you for them that have trusted and invested with us, whether in short term, in long term. We want to appreciate you across the globe. We have quite a number of you in Qatar. We have quite a number of you in USA. And in different part of the world. We want to appreciate and to thank you. And we are here because of you. Remember, as a customer, we always tell you, as we glad, we really exist to see that we actualize your dreams. And that's what we live for. That's what we exist. That's what we exist to do. And that's our purpose. That's our purpose as a company. That is as we glad to see that we actualize your dreams of investing, your dreams of owning a project. And just to continue with where we left last week, just to remind you, because najua wengine husahau, I'm Anthony Kirago from Wikrad Property. I'm a director in this company, and I thank God for the few years. We are now in almost hitting our 10th year, and we thank God for the few years that we have existed based on our core values, where we value integrity, honesty, professionalism. That's where we are here. That we don't promise and fail to deliver, but anytime that we promise, as you always know, we have always over-delivered in terms of processing of our documents, in terms of the lands that we have, in terms of doing a lot of visibility studying before we invest. And before we invite you, we always have you in our mind. You always have your needs at heart. We don't just buy and invest for the sake of investing, but we invest informed by your need and what you want to do as an investor. So for today, I want us to catch up from where we left. Remember last week we did touch quite a number of why you should consider investing in Makutano and its violence. And today I want to continue from where we left. We touched quite a number of things that you can do. Remember, just to give you a recap of what we agreed. We agreed in terms of, you want to do farming, you want to do industrial, you want to go education. Makutano is the right place to invest. Makutano is the right place to consider. But today there are factors there are things that you always think about. Anytime you are thinking of investing, you always wonder, you think quite a number of things that you want to look into. Because one, you don't want to invest in a county, you don't want to invest in a place whereby, as we have seen, especially in some parts of our nation, where you find you invest and then few years down the line, because of could be political instability, you find that you lose your investment. And that's something that we have witnessed, especially in our country during election. That's something that we have experienced. And as a company, we are not ignorant of that as a factor, where you want to invest in a region, in a place where there is political stability. That is in terms of the governance in the county, the governance in the region. You want to invest in a county whereby, regardless of where you come from across the country, you don't want to invest in a region whereby few years down the line, after 10 or so years, you find that your investment goes down to there. You could be probably you put a infrastructure, you do a supermarket, you do a mall, and then, as we have already seen and witnessed in our country, you find it going up in flames. So I want to bring to our attention, and it's good I give you the assurance of years. Makutano cuts across 2 counties. That is, on your right, as you head on your right is Embu, and on your left is Kirinyaga County. One is good I point these are 2 counties that have been politically stable over years. And that has really contributed so much to what is happening around there. It has really contributed to so much to the growth of the county, because people feel safe. And anybody that is thinking of investing, especially if you are thinking of investing in Mount Kenya region, Makutano and its violence. And when I talk of Makutano, I'm talking around, you can either invest around, that is as you head to Nyeri, and either you can invest as you head to Mwea, that is as you head to Embu and Meru. Because immediately after Kenol, remember I always tell you and make you bring this picture in your mind. The next big town that you find from Thika, we know of Thika town, you find Kenol. The next town that you find is Makutano. Now, in Makutano, you find there are 2 main loads. One, the dual carriage that has already been done, that's the way to Maua. Then there is another one which is also somehow in pipeline based on the traffic that you find, and especially on weekends and over some days in the week, you find the traffic is usually so heavy. That is as you head from Makutano, as you head to Mwea, Embu and Meru. And just to bring you, for instance, I may point of, you have heard of nice digital city. It is in Mwea town, and you may think of such multi-billionaires when they are, such tycoons are thinking of investing in such a town because they have seen the opportunity that is there. You look at the rice mills that have come up along that road, quite a number of them. I mean, you can't count them. You find, look at in terms of a petrol station that have been put up there. I mean, quite a number of them. Why all this? These are people that have seen, and they have seen the area is politically stable. In terms of, you look at the government that have been in existence for the last now, since the inception of a devolved government. You look at the Kirinyaga County, that has been a very stable government, and quite a number of things that have happened. Just to give you a recap of what's happened, you realize, in, like for instance, in Kirinyaga County, the national government has so much confidence in Kirinyaga County. Looking at the kind of investment that it has made there. Look at Wanguru International Stadium. And it's good I point that next to Wanguru, there is an airstrip. There is an airstrip. And I want to believe that the government can't put its money where it doesn't find it's viable. The fact that the government has gone ahead in even putting up the international stadium, that's Wanguru International Stadium. And just a few kilometers from where it is, about a kilometer or so, you find Wanguru airstrip. And these are airstrips that have been quite busy for a while now, because so much is happening around that area. And you look at the kind of the industries that have come up there, it tells you a lot about that region. So it is good I allay you, in case we could have any fear, could be if I invest in this region, what will happen in case when there are elections. It's good I clear that fear, and I get to inform you that the area is politically stable. In terms of the government inside of Embu County, stable over the years, as you all know, and so much has been happening since devolution. In terms of infrastructure, the government is doing a lot in terms of the Embu side, and again also in the side of Kirinyaga County, the government is also doing so much in terms of investing in infrastructure. So in terms of political, because that's a question niliona wengi wakiuniuliza how politically stable is the region. It is good I point to you, and hiyo swali wenye walikuwa umeuliza ni vizuri niwaambie that area is politically stable. Over years, hamjaisikia of any skirmishes. You have never heard of any crashes in that region, because iko sawa. So that is to me in terms of, I say it is good I put the point that the area is very cosmopolitan in terms of, you find all the tribes are there. You find all people, tribes from across the country, you find they have invested in that area. They are doing business, and the business are thriving. And actually, you'll be very surprised. Nobody talks about in a tribe in that area, because wote ni wa Kenya, as in watu wote wako hapo, watu wote. And you look at again, you also look at the kind of the people, especially the people in diaspora. That area has been invaded by diaspora investors. It's good I point out. For instance, I point most of our project cutting across from Etam 1 all the way to Etam 6. The 80% of 75%, they are about 80% of the investors, they are people from diaspora. Then you also got to Haven Fields. You look at the category of the clients that you have, the number of the clients, the bigger percentage of the client, the portfolio that we have, they are people from diaspora. And I mean diaspora that cross across the divide from USA. We have some who are in Middle East. We have also some clients, quite a number of them from Japan. And for those of us who watched our videos, and especially when we had a breakfast, you realize we have even where you find, we have even Japanese who have invested with us, and that tells you the area is quite sour. But you find that we have people even across different races. We even have Wahindi who have invested and bought plots with that, and we really want to appreciate you. Najua wengi, Kamau mu Japan, tunashukuru sana. These are people who have come, wametoka mbali, they have come all the way from Japan, some have come from the India, now they have come and even had the confidence of investing in the area. So that tells you that the area is cosmopolitan. In terms of religion, again, you remember sometimes back, there's a video I showed you of a mosque. We have, and especially even before you get to Makutano, there is a petrol station you're going to find there. It even has a mosque. What does that tell you? Okay, that's an indicator. I always tell you and advise you that there are some indicators mtu anaangalia hata hazihitaji uangalie sana. You look at some indicators, you find mosques ziko huko, you find their churches. So that tells you that everybody is accommodated in that area. So you don't have to fear that, oh, I'm from this tribe, I'm from this religion, I can't invest in this place. It is good I point that even our friends and our brothers from the RIC, wameinvest na sisi. So that tells you that the area is iko sawa in terms of religion. You don't have to fear that could be mimi nimetoka here, I'm from this region of the country, I can't invest in this place. So wherever you are across the globe, remember I always tell you, when you're thinking of investing, it is good ukiangalia kama ni shamba unanunua. There are some unaangalia, sio kununua tu. Lazima uangalie, there's some indicators. Tena usikuja ununue kashamba, then few years down the line umenunua, then kitu itoke, upate kama ni kamjengo umejenga, kabemomorewa. In that area, that I can give you that assurance that you will be very right. Now, something else I also need to point out. I also saw somebody that asked me about in terms of the approvals when it comes to the infrastructure. In case you want to do a development on your plot, in case you want to put up could be a petrol station, in terms of the government regulations, it is good I point that the counties, both counties that are appointed, that's both the Embu and Kirinyaga County, they are very friendly in terms of the way the rules and regulations, okay, the rules put in place, they are meant to support and actually to favor. In case you want to do any development, in case you want to do an industry, I can assure you the approvals, and in terms of the government, the county governments, both the Embu and the Kirinyaga County, they have made it so easy for you, so you don't have really to struggle. They are not, somehow they are lenient to the extent in case you want to put up in a industry, it will be very easy for you, because in terms of approvals, in terms of the speed, in case you want to put up a building, they are very swift. They are very swift in terms of approvals. Again, they are not stringent. I don't mean they are negligent to the extent, but I mean, as we have seen, as we know quite in some counties, it is a struggle. Lazima ungangane for you before you get approvals. But in the both counties I have mentioned, that's both the Kirinyaga and Embu, especially in that region, because they are meant, especially right now, they are trying as much as they can to attract investors. They are very favorable and very friendly in terms of the approvals. So you can be sure the times that the time that you are going to take from the time the inception of you want to do the approvals, you are going to do it very fast. So in case you want to do a residential, you want to do a commercial, you want to do an industry, and that's why you realize, especially in Kirinyaga, it's good I point. You find there are so many industries, but again still on side of Embu, kama the mabati factory yenye huwa nakuonyesha, the one that is next to Nafasi Gardens. Nafasi Gardens is on the side of Kirinyaga County, remember nilikuonyesha, but again you find on the other side across the road, which is Embu County, that's why we have the mabati, and the mabati, the nails, and the factory, that's why it is. So in terms of approvals, you can be sure you do it very fast and very easily. So what am I saying? Bona hii yote najaribu kukuelimisha. Hii yote nakwambia ili nikuelezee, because staki, I don't want to lose this opportunity. Staki useme nyinyi, because I always tell you as Wikrad, we want you to be informed. So that when you are making an investment, you make the investment from the point of knowledge in terms of and that's something that we do for you. That's why we have gone all the way. And it's good I point that in terms of approvals, and that quite a number of our clients can attest to this, that wherever we can support as a company, we advise you, we connect with the right people. Are you looking for approvals in case you want to do a house? We connect with the right people that are genuine, people that are straight as we are. Remember in Wikrad we always say integrity is the key. So we usually make sure that we vet whoever we engage with, whoever we partner with. So we have partnered with quite a number of contractors. We have partnered especially with the county government, because that's why you find when it comes, like especially for us in terms of the processing of the title deeds and the transfer, that's why unaonanga kwetu, it is usually we do it very fast. That's why you find we are able to do it within a span of 1, 2, 3 weeks. We are able to do it very fast because of the rapport that we have with the system in the terms of the county governments on both sides. So don't fear. Usikuwe unaogopa, what will happen? So we make sure that in case you want to do an infrastructure, we have contractors that we have that are straight. We have the right connections in terms of the government, in terms of the county government. So we make sure the approvals are done very swiftly and very fast. So we make it so easy for you in case you want to invest. So usikuwe na woga. Pia kuna hii swali ingine walikuwa watu wananiuliza, what in terms of it's something that I always quite remember na quite repeat quite often. Bona makutano not any other place, because especially in Mount Kenya region, why not especially now that for us, especially our office is based in Kenol, that is in Murang'a County. Why are you always thinking about the makutano? Reason being, remember when it comes to investment, we always think of what we call the return on investment. So you want to invest not so much, but again you're able to get quite a big amount in terms of your return on investment. You always look at the margins in terms of return on your investment. For instance, I bring you a point whereby if I'm to buy a plot in right now where our office is based in Kenol, the plot that I can buy at 3.5, I'm able to get the same plot at 850. That is at Makutano. But again, you look in terms of, I would say that in some of the towns that we have, like some of the parts that we have in Kenya, we know some of them have already matured. In terms of, you don't expect the prices of the properties to go beyond that point. But again, you find a town like Makutano, it has just taken off. In terms of, if you buy a plot right now, you can be sure that in the next 2-3 years, you are even able to get more than 200% of the return on investment. And that's something I can attest to. For instance, I point a project like Etam 1 that we were doing, I always repeat time and again, we are doing it, the initial plot that we were doing 50 by 100, we were doing it 350. But again, the same area as we are doing plots now, those are about 4 years, 5 years down the line. That's, we did it pre-COVID. Now, 4 years down the line, the same place that we were doing 450, the plots are going for around 1.3. So you look at that return on investment, it's almost 200%. It's almost 200. Reason being, the area has not really matured in terms of the appreciation and the value appreciation the value appreciation of the properties. And that's why we led you and advise you, consider investing in this region, consider investing in this area, because you can be sure you never go wrong. For those in diaspora, the question that you always ask is, and this is a question that most of you ask, that now that I'm abroad, how can I invest with you? How can I invest? Because I know quite a number of you have been swindled. Some of you have trusted your brothers and sisters. They have swindled your money. I always tell you that as we crowd, integrity is key. So this is the process. One, the obvious one is you maybe look for a relative who come and view the property for you. You can either have your mom, your dad, you can have a trusted brother. Remember, and that put in that board in capital letters, a trusted brother, sister, can be your mom or dad. For instance, this morning I have issued a title to a client who has never been to a property, but the mom came and they are able to view the plot, identify the plot, take the videos, send to the person. That is support the videos that we had sent to the client. So what am I saying? As we client, this is what we do. Once you set the person, we do a video. We can either take you virtually. We do virtual site visits. This is where we take you virtually to the project. So we make you see the amenities surrounding the project, the police post, whatever we talk about and whatever I tell you about, and features surrounding the project. So we make you see whether the beacons have been done. If we say that project that we have fenced, have we done the fencing? And all the amenities that we mentioned. So we make you see them virtually. But again, you can even send somebody, a friend. If you can find a relative that you can trust, you can send a friend who can either come and view and verify what we have showed you. Once they identify the plot, remember, huwa tunasema kwetu, all the plots have the title deed. So we make sure we send you the title deed. So this person that you have sent will do the search for you. That is a land registry. One, remember we always talk about to search, the ground search, which is very key. One, they physically and verify that the land is there. Unajua usiuziwe hewa, they physically, we inspect and you view the land is there. You are abroad, but virtually we make you see the land. The relative or the friend will verify that actually the land equal. Now on the ground, quite a number of things they will do. They will talk to the neighbors, which is very ideal and very good. You get to know about the history of the land. After the land search, remember at this point, we send you the mutation, where we can send you via email, we send you the title deed, the soft copy of the title deed, you get to see it and verify it. At that point, when desperate could be, we need your documents. We need your documents, we need your copy of the ID, we need a copy of your PIN. You also said as your passport size photo. These are documents that we attach when transferring the land to you. When you are going for the land board, Then from there, when we go to the land registry for the transfer, these are documents that you have to attach to the relevant government documents that you are going to attach. So at that point, the person that you have sent, you can either identify a wakili, you can either have somebody that you serve as your attorney, so they sign on your behalf. Somebody that you're going to give the power of attorney, you authorize them to sign on your behalf. That is the point of when you are doing the agreements. Remember a point I said, when you pay the land, we also do the agreement. We send you the soft, you go through the agreement, you verify whether the terms, you agree with the terms, whether the terms are favorable to both parties. So on the terms, based on what we had agreed, that is one. What do you look? The price, the payment period, the payment plan that you have agreed, whether it's captured, and the deposit that you're going to make. So all those are put in that agreement, and you verify, and then once you verify the document is right, from your end, you can sign, then scan and send it to us, then we take it to the wakili, who in turn will verify and certify that by signing and that the agreement and validate the agreement. So at that point, you can do the deposit. You can do the deposit. If you want to clear, you can clear. Remember at this point, we do all the documents. Remember as we cried, hatutakagi ile mambo ya uende urudi. So at this point we are doing the agreement, we do all the necessary documentation that is supposed to be done. That is for our case. So to avoid to and fro. So as you immediately start to ensure that immediately you clear, because our titles are already in our name. A project has 50 plots, we already have the 50, and you have identified plot number 50. That is your plot. So at this point, now that you have signed the document, that is to, once you clear, immediately you clear the payment. So for our case, hatukuwagi na zile stories za kugoja. Remember as we always say, now that we value you so much, hatugojeagi kwa project atitufanye handover kwa nyinyi wote. We do individual handing overs. So you don't have to wait for we clear the whole project for you to give you the title deed. So immediately you clear the plot. For us is as easy as tunaenda board, then we go to the land registry and you transfer to your name. Remember, in terms of transfer, this has been made a mystery, but it is not. Watu wamefanya mambo ya mashamba ikuwe kama mystery, but for us as Wikrad, we make it so easy. We make it so easy as ABC. So at that point, we transfer the title to your name, and the person that you had sent initially can either come collect the title from our office, or you can tell us tutagoja mpaka siku yenye utarudi. So we keep it in a safe custody. So ukikuja tunakupea ile title. So what are we saying? Ukiwa diaspora usiogope. Fear not. Fear not. Najua wengi wameporwa pesa, but again I always tell you. Najua huwa tunaangalia wengi wameiba. Sisi kama Wikrad tuko na sisi ni wazuri. Tunajijua, we have been tested and tried. We have now these are almost 10 years, so you can be sure we have never had a single, we hatujaikuwa na any single scandal, na we are not going to have any single soon. Hatutai, and we will never have a scandal, because we always make sure do the business right and we make sure you invest right. So ukiwa pale diaspora usiogope. But again, for instance, when you wako Qatar, we had an opportunity whereby huwa tunawaletea title deeds, where we bring the title deeds where you are. Kama uko US, we always make sure plans. Now we are talking over now, the world is a global village. We will make sure that the title will be delivered where you are. There are so many means that we can deliver the title deed to where you are, in case you have nobody to trust. But you can trust us, because many have trusted us and they have never regretted it. Remember, we'll keep you educating. Just keep those questions coming. So you can do them on Facebook. You can also get us on the number 0700 048 and we will respond as your question comes. In case you have any fear that you want us to, anything that you want us to clear, we will clear it for you. So what we are saying is, consider investing in this region, consider investing in this area, consider investing in any one of our projects that you have. Remember, we have the project that cut across from the 280 all the way to 850. You can do 650, you can do 280, you can either do 700, we have the 850. Again, remember, we always give you a very flexible repayment period and payment plan. You want to do 6 months, you want to do 3 months, you want to do 12 months. Remember, in Wikrad, we always tell you we have in mind. We always have in mind. And again, all our properties are strategically located. So in terms of accessibility, check. In terms of social amenities, they are always check, light. In terms of security and all that, those are things that we always consider. You look at the police posts, you look at in terms of the provincial administrations, in terms of, we always consider things that you want to consider when you're buying a property. So what am I saying? As Wikra Property Company Limited, we always say we actualize your dreams for a better tomorrow. You can get us on the number 0700 048 048. You can also get us on our social handles, on our Facebook, Wikra Property. You can get us on our Instagram page. Also, you can also get us on Twitter. We are also on TikTok. You can get us there. So what are we saying? Tell a friend to tell a friend. And thank you so much. We want to so much at this point to appreciate people that have believed in us, invested with us across the diaspora. We want to thank you. Our diaspora client, asante sana, mlikuja mkatuamini, and we could not be where we are without you. So remember, as Wikra, we value you, but again we are saying, one product can never be enough. You can get two, you can get three, and remember, in land, you never go wrong. When you invest in property, provided you invest light in terms of documentation, they are light, location, they are light, you never go wrong. So God bless you and bye-bye. Thank you for joining us. See you next week, same time, same channel, as I get to give you more insight on about Makutano. So God bless you and bye-bye. So keep those questions coming and you respond to them next week. So thank you and God bless you. Hi.